Welcome, thanks for being here. My name is Karen. I teach yoga, and sometimes we find ourselves in a position where we are injured or unable to practice a traditional yoga class. So today I want to guide you through a short seated class that's gonna really focus on stretching and making you feel really good even though you're injured. I do have a knee injury as well. So most of this practice will be done seated. There's some standing postures at the end, but they will be just for standing on the good leg. So let's get started. All you'll need for practice today is a chair. So let's start by sitting up tall, scooting forward in that chair so your back is not against the back of the chair. You're sitting up independently, really lengthening that spine, bringing that head, the top of the head straight up, lowering the shoulders, and just focusing on the breath. Feeling it come and go. Just taking some time here to get centered. Oftentimes when we're injured, we can get into kind of a negative thought cycle. Like, oh, feeling bad because we can't do what we traditionally do, which honestly I've been struggling with the last few weeks. Being a very active person, it's a struggle to slow down and find other ways to occupy your time. So let's just turn those thoughts from negativity to gratitude. Being thankful for our bodies, even when they're injured. Being thankful for all the blessings that we have in our life. Slowly begin to deepen that breath. Place one hand on the heart and one on the belly, and just feel those hands rise and fall with the breath. And take some time to set an intention for your class today. Maybe that intention is self-love, just taking care of you. Maybe you want to share some love with somebody else and dedicate your practice to somebody who might be needing healing. Or maybe you want to focus on something like peace. Whatever resonates with you. Once you have that thought or idea in your head, take 3 deep breaths all the way in, through the nose, completely to the top, and then letting them go with an open mouth. Do that on your own, at your own pace. Deep breath in. Feeling those hands rise with the breath, and then letting it go through an open mouth. One more time. Beautiful. Lower those hands down. And just start today by making big circles in your chair, loosening up that lower spine. And then the other direction. This should feel really good. Oftentimes when we're injured and not doing our normal activities, we get stiff and sore just from sitting more. Come on back to center. We'll start our cat-cow. On the inhale, we're gonna arch your back, look up at the sky, and then exhale, curl that spine and look down. Inhale, arch and look up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, curl that spine and look down. Moving with your breath at your own pace. Just being mindful here to use that entire spine. Maybe pausing at some areas that might be stiff. I'm always stiff in my lower back, so it feels really good to push a little extra in that area. One more round. And then meeting back and center when you're done. We're gonna heel toe those feet out. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale your arms down and then fold forward. Just releasing everything here, working toward getting that head below the heart for an inversion. If you're a seasoned yogi, this might not be the kind of inversion you're used to, but all inversions have the same benefit. Just releasing that whole backside of the body. Come on back up to center. We're gonna bring those legs into touch. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist. You can leave your arms out, or for a deeper twist, grab that chair. Twist a little bit deeper. Pull those knees together. Inhale up, exhale, twist the other direction. Again, grabbing that chair to deepen, or just leaving your arms out. Pulling the knees together. And coming back to center, moving those feet out so they're hip distance apart. Inhale those arms up. Interlace the fingers above your head. Seated crescent moon to the left. So you're going to pull that top shoulder back. Breathe. Open up that side body. Come on back up to center, and then make your way to the right. Biceps are by your ears here. If that's not accessible to you, you can have your hands out or maybe one arm down. Come on back up to center. Lower those hands to your lap. On the inhale, we're going to arch the back. Look up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Seated back bend. Breathing here. If this is hard on your neck, you can always just look forward. And release. Take a deep breath in. And all the way out. Now bring those arms up to goal posts, or you can keep your arms in your lap. And we're gonna do that again. Seated back bend, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Look up at the sky or forward. Really just focusing on opening up that chest. If we sit a lot during the day, as we often do when we're injured, we spend most of our time looking at our phones, reading, hunched forward. This opens up that chest. Really important. Release. Take a deep breath in. And all the way out. Beautiful. Scoot forward a little in your chair. Gonna grab that right leg. This is my injured leg, so I'm gonna grab behind the knee, pull in. Lucky you get to see the bottom of my foot. This is called wind removing pose. Really great for the digestion, opening up that hip joint, and then lower that side down. We're gonna grab the other leg. This one I'm gonna grab on the outside and pull it in. Works either way. Lower that leg down. We're gonna do that right leg one more time. Squeeze it in, and then depending on your injury, heel and ankle go to the knee. Sit up tall. Now you might feel a stretch in your hip just doing this. If you do, you can stay here or bend forward until you feel that stretch. And smile. When we smile, our bodies are tricked into thinking we're comfortable. Back up to center. Lower that foot down. We'll squeeze that right one in again. Ankle to the knee. Sit up tall. With this hip, this is about as far as I go. We store a lot of tension, a lot of stress in our hips. If you're super flexible and you need a little bit of more of a stretch, you can always push down on that knee. Come on back up to center. Lower that leg down. Sit up tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down, fold forward. Right arm stays down, left arm goes up for a twist. Now that arm can stay up, or maybe you want to bring it behind your back, really opening up that chest, that top shoulder, pulling toward the back. Releasing that side, coming back down, and then back up. Inhale, up. Exhale, arms down, fold forward. Left arm down, right arm up. Stay here, or maybe bring that arm behind the back. Pull that shoulder up toward the back side of the body. Breathe. And then release that side, bring that arm down. Come on back up to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're gonna move to a seated eagle pose. Right arm sweeps under the left. Those elbows raised, that right leg over the left. Now you can cross at the knee. I'm gonna cross at the ankles because of my injury. We're gonna squeeze those legs against each other. Squeeze those arms against each other. Lift those shoulders or those elbows up. Sitting up tall, breathing here. Everything squeezing together. And release. Unwind, uncross. Inhale, up. Exhale, we're gonna go right into the other side. Left arm goes under, left leg goes over, squeezing, lifting those elbows up, breathing. Eagle pose. Unwind, uncross. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale. We're going to do the eagle arms again. If these arms aren't accessible to you, you can give yourself a big hug. Feet are going to be flat on the floor. Right arm under left. And then we're going to go move into a back bend. And release, unwind. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm under right. or giving yourself a big hug with the other arm on top. Seated back bend with eagle arms. And release, unwind, uncross. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms come down. Heel toe those feet out again, so your legs are apart. Arms come up to goddess goalpost arms. We're gonna make that left arm, bring it to the inside of the leg and slide it down. That arm is pushed into the leg and the leg is pushed into the arm here, working on that adductor muscle. And then bring that arm that's down, bring the elbow to the knee. That top arm then is going to come across the body for a stretch. I apologize, my screen isn't wide enough. And just breathing here, feeling that deep stretch on the whole side of the body. And then you're going to take that right leg and straighten it, keeping that arm. So you have one long line of energy between your fingers and your toes. And then coming back to center, bringing that leg back in, back to goddess. Right arm inside the leg, slide it down. Bring that elbow up to the knee, arm over. Rotate that top shoulder back, feel the stretch. And then take that left leg, move into an extended side angle where you have one long line of energy between your fingers and your toes. And then coming back to center, bringing those legs to touch. We're gonna bring those feet out. Sitting up tall, arms come above your head for chair down dog. Look up at your hands. Lengthen that spine, lower the shoulders. If looking up at your hands is difficult on your neck, you can look forward. Our goal here, our focus is lengthening that spine, flexing those feet. You should feel a stretch in the back of those legs. And release. Deep breath in, all the way out. One more time, everything up. And release. Now you're going to spread those legs apart again. And we're going to do a seated star pose. So the legs are going to come out, arms up. Release. Beautiful. Bring those legs back into touch. Take a deep breath in and all the way out. Left leg comes out, left arm. The right hand's gonna meet it and then twist open. Reach for those toes if you can grab them. Grab the toes. Lower that leg, inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're gonna move right into the other side. Lower that leg down, inhale, arms up. Keep those knees together, and then we're gonna go into a seated child's pose. So just bend forward, release, let everything hang heavy. Slowly come on back up. Take a deep breath in and all the way out. And we'll stand. Now I'm a toe touch weight bearing, so I'm just gonna stand. We're gonna do balanced postures just on one side. So I want you to stand the side of your chair. Tadasana. So feet hip distance apart, kneecaps lifted. Breathing. Refocus. Come back to the intention and the breath. Blink open those eyes. Now you can have one hand on the chair. We're going to move through some balanced postures. Standing on your good leg, lifting up the special leg, as we'll say. Reminds me of my old teacher, Mary. Lift up the leg, one-legged Tadasana. Holding onto the chair for balance, or you can hover the hand, maybe just hold on with a finger or two. Feel those muscles in that right leg working and that core. Now we're going to move from here. We're going to move our leg out to the side for star pose. Arm up. 5-pointed star, leg, arms, all straight. And then move into warrior 3. Leg back, hands at heart center. Hands can be out above your head. Coming back up to center. Back to Tadasana. Take a deep breath in. And all the way out. Good, we're gonna move behind the chair again. Depending on the height of the back of your chair, we're gonna do a chair-assisted forward fold. So bending over the back of the chair, just releasing everything, letting everything hang here. and straightening those arms, looking out, halfway lift. And forward fold again. And coming back to center. Taking a deep breath in. And all the way out. And then returning to your seat. Taking this last moment of class to do any other stretching that your body is feeling like it needs right now. Maybe rolling your head back and forth. Just taking this last minute to do anything else before we settle in. Once you're ready, settle in for Shavasana. Remembering that injuries can be a huge bummer, but they don't have to completely derail your yoga practice. So take some time here, relax, breathe naturally, and just let everything go. And I'll guide you out when we're done. Slowly deepen the breath. Bring some movement to those fingers and the toes. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for taking care of you today, for joining me in our practice even though we have an injury. Being grateful for our bodies. Sending you peace and love. The light and teacher in me honors the light and teacher in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day.